Good morning. And now, I'm inside libingan ng mga bayani. And as you could see, this particular section is for the soldiers who died during World War II in Bataan and Corregidor. Opposite side is the same thing. So the cross don't bear any names. So basically they're divided by numbers, by sections. So I guess they would have a registrar's office where you could get the name of your loved one so that you could go and visit the site. So basically these are mostly memorials. So the that's how the ground is leveled, and this is how the inside looks like. And this is just a portion of a land. This is very big, and it's a Fort Bonifacio, which is now part of BGC. I'm headed back to my bike and probably go to another section. Actually, I wanted to take a look at the flag. A few years ago, the remains of President Marcos was buried here. So only prominent people such as President, veterans who died at war. So there's a particular set of details of people who could be buried here. That's the reason why it is called libingan ng bayani, or cemetery for the national heroes. I think even including national artists as well as scientists, prominent scientists of the Philippines can be buried here. I wasn't able to take a video at the burial of Marcos. There was a guard and he told me very nicely that I was not that I couldn't take any videos there, but I could take photos. I took photos. But right now I'm at the shrine or the burial of Carlos P. Romulo. So the section where Marcos and some other presidents are buried in it's called the Section A, or Presidents of the Republic of the Philippines. And just beside the marker you have Elpidio Quirino, and beside me is the Undersecretary of Defense, 1954 to 1957, 1970 to 1986, Brigadier General Crisol. I've been to this place several times before, but I actually haven't checked out this section. So this area is very near the marker or the memorial for the unknown soldier with a half-mast flag. It was very difficult to come to this place 20 years ago because all of this place was inside the Fort Bonifacio, but during the last year of Ramos, there was a base conversion act, so they were able to deregulate this place, and I'm not sure if it was sold or it was rented out, but eventually it became the BGC. So one time when they were developing this place, I kind of went around. That was maybe around 2003, 2004, and I happened to check out this place. It's the memorial, and that's where Marcos is buried. And over there, that's going towards the gate. That's the exit. So I'm actually mistaken. This is an unknown soldier, and this is a memorial for that lost soldier. So now I'm just beside the bulwagan ng mga bayani. By the way, take note, see the plane crossing here? This section is always crossed by planes. That's the first thing I noticed when I first visited this in 2004, 2005. So this would be a very short vlog because American Cemetery is closed. I was able to take a lot of photos here before, but no video. This should have been the first video. But I was told by the guard that ever since the pandemic began, that they haven't actually opened the memorial yet. So let me see. Maybe I could take a sit here or something. But before I do, I'll sneak in the lens through the gate so that you could see how the cemetery looks like. This is a video from the gate, since I'm not allowed to enter the premises right now. But check out the road, the quality of the road. The asphalt is American standard. Wonder if you could see it. When you reach that particular memorial site, at the end, it's actually planned in an oval manner, and along the walls of that memorial are inscribed the names of all the people or the service people who died during the war. You can check out the quality of the cross, how they were inserted into the ground, the level. Everything is detailed to perfection. And if you go to the war memorial in Nueva Ecija, it's done exactly the same way. Even the alignment of the trees and how they were planted are all done into perfection. And every day at exactly 5 p.m. they will play the taps, and then somebody from speaking through a loudspeaker would announce that the park or the memorial will be closing soon, and everybody's asked to start packing up their things and moving out. And even the gates are made of high standard steel. Looks like about an inch thick. Very good quality. And that's just the gate. Just wanted to show you the quality of the asphalt. And it's very thick, about an inch thick, so that when you're walking in it, it feels like a cushion. This cemetery is big. And look at the neatly manicured lawn. And would have been nice if I was able to sneak in and take a video of the actual cross, because they're very aligned. Everything is well made, well prepared, so that when I first saw this in 2004, that was between 2003 and 2005. So that was the time that they were building up this place and people could just come in. So I was really surprised that they even have a cemetery such as this. So these are for the fallen soldiers of World War II. I'm not even sure if they include Vietnam, but I think there would be almost between 12 and 14,000 memorials I'm not sure if the actual body are buried here. And this is from the inside. If you were inside looking out, this is what you would see. So you're actually in the BGC area, unlike the Libingan and Bayani, which was actually at the perimeter. And see, I'll let you judge the video by itself. Not easy to make comments. And I also wanted to show something here, but since I'm not allowed to go inside, unfortunately I cannot show that particular plant which I saw here. And check out the quality of the marble that they... And what you see here is exactly the same thing that you see inside. All of this marble were imported, brought here to build this. The plans for creating these things first began after the war, around 1947, 1948. So the same thing, Philippines for the Libingan and Bayani, as well as this. And this is serviced by the American government. So all of this land is owned by the American government. You can see where the taxpayers' money are going to. And when I was doing my church project before, I was going to different places, I discovered that there was two more like this outside of Metro Manila. One is in Nueva Ecija, and I think I saw another one in La Union. I will try to take a zoom with my other camera and try to incorporate it with this video. Let's hope that the program would allow two formats to be combined, because the one that I'm using right now is MP4, and the Canon can only do MOV. Another detail that I just noticed is the quality of the drain. See how thick those wrought iron is, and probably even those drain covers were brought in from America. Amazing. So another thing that you will notice is that in Libingan and Bayani, soldiers guard the entrance, whereas here the entrance is are using security guards. Another nice detail. See the quality, how it's everything is properly done, and this is international standard. Even the height of the curb. The problem is the moment you go out of BGC, the international standard suddenly changes. So the international standard becomes substandard. You get the drift? Oh, and another thing. Around 10 years ago, I read an article that there were like wild squirrels that suddenly were discovered in Alabang. And so once when I visited this place, I also saw those squirrels here. And obviously there aren't any squirrels in the Philippines. Turns out that they were Indonesian squirrels. So that was another thing that I wanted to show you, because there's a nest in one of those trees inside the American cemetery. Anyway, I think that should be enough for this vlog, and let's see if I could put this vlog together and post it today. What a shame I wasn't able to come inside. Oh, and another thing, planes do not fly over the American cemetery, unlike the libingan and bayani. So I haven't been to this place for more than 5 years, so I thought maybe I'll take one final video before I leave BGC. And it has changed a lot. On my, or behind me, or in front of me now, that's a new building which I didn't see before. And there's a small exercise area for people who just wants to do some exercises. Not bad. So my boys and I would usually bicycle to come here before from our house to here. It would take normally about 40 minutes to bicycle, but yeah, that's the way it is. Got nice complete signs. So BGC is about 17 years old. 17 or 16 years old. My bike running, because there's a lot of signs here that says no parking, and it's a tow-away zone. Let's see. Always been fascinated with trees, so I'm not sure what the name of this tree is, but let's check it out. The thing that you will notice when you're inside BGC is that, remember a while ago I said everything is to international standard, so it's a haven for foreigners or a balikbayan who wants to stay in the Philippines for good, especially if you're coming from another country and you're moving back here, since everything is international standard and everybody seems to be following the rules and regulations here. So let you take a look. More buildings. The barrio of Pulo. I've just crossed the river. That's Pasig River. And that bridge connects Mandaluyong to Makati. This was built in the mid-80s, still during the time of Marcos. So, anyway, so BGC connects to Makati through a flyover, and once you'll come down at Buendia. Afterwards, turn right to Makati Avenue, cross the bridge, and now you're in Mandaluyong.